New classic looks defined by traditional styles with a modern twist are seen all over the runways. Far from being retro, these looks are thoroughly modernized with unexpected, softly subversive touches. Leather goods house Loewe is known for creating subtle pieces of the highest quality. This season was all about strength, accentuating the vigor the Loewe woman portrayed.
So we're at the Loewe show in Paris, which is a new show for me, and so it's a very exciting show to do. It's kind of a strong woman, like we've been seeing a lot this season. I'm doing a very classic hairstyle, which is like a French twist, a chignon. But what I'm doing is using vinyl glam and a lot of it to create a lot of shine in the hair. So it's a much tougher kind of thing. And also I'm using my fingers rather than a brush to create the hairstyle. You know, there's been a lot of 40s influence around. If it was emphasized and dried, it would be a 40s look. But with the added benefit of the vinyl glam, and that's how I've talked a lot about, you know, using products to update hairstyles. So it's a very easy look, but it's something that women, I think, would find wearable. And you can sort of change it up by pulling little bits out and things, do you know what I mean?
Fun and flirty is what Luella is all about. Let's see what character she has in mind for this season.
She lifts me up, she lifts me up and lifts me up. She picks me up, she picks me up and picks me up. Oh, to draw me back again.
Guido created different styles to complement the Luella woman, who changes her look often. While each girl had a different look, all of the styles were defined by classic shapes exaggerated through what Guido labels as graphicism, extreme hold, and volume.
So we're in London and we're at the Luella show, which is great. It's early in the morning. And what we're doing at this show, we're going to do every girl individual. We're going to sort of give them their own little personality in a Luella way. So when you look at the show together, it has lots of like little ideas, because that's what sort of a Luella girl is about, is changing her look. And the one product that I am overusing is Forceful Hairspray, which is a great stronghold hairspray, because I want quite graphic shapes. So, you know, I'm using it in sort of the curly looks to help with the volume and hold the volume out, with the more punky looks to get definition. These styles are about hold and graphicism, but the hairspray is really, really helping me sort of form the shape. So it's key to this sort of look is the Forceful Hairspray.
We're here at the Marc Jacobs Show, and he always paves the way for this season's trends. So let's head backstage and see what his vision is for the runway.
The Marc Jacobs runway was a throwback to the 80s. The look would not have been complete without the over-the-top hairstyles full of height, volume, and shape. Guido was inspired by the women he remembered seeing at clubs in the 80s, pushing their looks in makeup and hair and overusing products.
So hit the switches on it and let the D drop. We get it popping right here in the parking lot. Crank up the system, let the homie get it cracking. This is Hollywood, lights, camera, action.
All right, it's the big day, Marc Jacobs. This is a big one. All right, so tell me, what are you trying to orchestrate here?
Well, we're trying to do different characters in every girl, which is kind of really difficult. It's 60 girls as well, 4 hours to do it, so it's not an easy task. What we're not trying to do is give them good quality hair. So there's a lot of product going in the hair, but like so much product, it's almost to make it look like, you know, girls in the 80s, how they did their hair, and they sort of pushed it in with the product. So the help of gel, the hardware I'm using, and the Forceful Hairspray, and the thickening lotion, combining all those together, but using lots of them to really create shapes, do you know what I mean? So it's inspired by the 80s, inspired by individuality, inspired by kind of all the girls that I kind of looked at when I was like, in the 80s in nightclubs that would kind of really force a look on themselves, do you know what I mean?
Now, obviously, Marc Jacobs really sets a tone for fashion trends in general. So what do you think this will say about the upcoming season and the upcoming year?
Maybe to experiment, to have fun with your hair and makeup, and not be too sort of cautious all the time, do you know what I mean? So just sort of let your imagination go as hairdressers and really have fun with it.
You could do it all by yourself, or you could do it with someone else.
Acris dresses are always timeless pieces. Let's see how Guido and the designer created a look for this show.
Guido doesn't reserve casual hairstyles for casual clothes. Instead, a simple and messy knot counterbalances the beautiful, modern, and architectural-inspired clothes seen on the Acris runway.
Try hard, fast cars, buy me on your credit card. Plastic fashion for the masses, nothing comes free. We can paint the town red, every scene we pass is dead. You won't end up in my bed if you're not free.
So we're at the Acris show, Sunday morning, and it's a very easy look, a very wearable look. We've seen some very exaggerated shapes this season, so it's nice to do something that's kind of easy and very wearable. It's a very easy look, but can be offset with very beautiful clothes. So it's not like something you just can wear with jeans or something. If you're wearing something very dressy, it's a very nice thing to sort of offset it with a very messy little knot that we're doing here. It's just a case of looking at it, twisting it. I often pull it down, do it up, till I get the right kind of messiness to it, without it being out of control and falling everywhere. So it's a very pretty, wearable look.
Let's hear from Guido on how to create one of the new classic shapes as seen on the runway of fashion house Acris.
To recreate this look, here's a step-by-step guide with fashion cut number 1.
So what we've done is we prep the hair with thickening lotion first. I've done that because when you're putting hair up, it's good to there's some kind of texture in so it doesn't fall about. So damp hair, thickening lotion, just blow drying it off with a large bristle brush so it's a little bit straight before you put it up into a ponytail right in the center of the head, and then doing like a little twist. Now the key to this is little bits stick out so it's not too matronly and not too hard looking.